everyone, Alexa here from the blog theduvallhomestead.com, where I share farm-to-table recipes and homemade natural living. Today I'm going to share with you a simple fall farmhouse home tour, give you a little tour of our house. So I'm going to show you the bedroom first, and then I'm going to go into the living room and of course the dining room and the kitchen. It's fall at the homestead, which means we've got cold air, sunny days, pumpkins, orange, browns, reds everywhere. We're starting to wear warmer clothes. We had a nice, long, hot summer where we were at the river every night, sweating during the day because we don't have air conditioning. I was baking bread even though it was 80 degrees inside the house. I really enjoyed it even though there were some moments of hotness. And now I'm very much so looking forward to the colder weather. Now, I used to make my bed first thing in the morning, but now that our baby wakes up early, I don't spend the time doing that, but I do have a new tradition of making the bed in the evening. So after I put her to bed, or maybe if she's napping, but not usually napping. Normally it's just like the evening time after I put her to bed. I make our bed and I clean everything up, and then that's when my husband and I eat dinner. We have a little nighttime routine. And I really like coming into this room at night to see it all clean before we go to bed, even though I had just cleaned it 2 hours ago. So it doesn't bother me when it's messy during the day, but I do like to have it clean before we actually get to bed. What matters to me is that I did something to just change the season, even if it's something really small. So I just got some really small pumpkins and gourds. They were like $1 each or something at my local store, and I just kind of spread them throughout the room. So I put some over here behind me on the bedside table on each side, and some on top of the bed. So one thing I really like to do every season is change out the picture that you see on the wall behind me. I have 2 pictures on either side of the bed, and I made this DIY kind of picture frame. It's basically an empty frame that I found at an antique store for like $2, these wooden frames, and then I bought matte paper and I just cut it out in the shape of the frame, and then I just tape a glossy photo that I print with our printer on the top, and it's just a DIY picture. It's not covered in glass, it's not going to last years, but I don't need it to because I just change it out every 3 months or so. And these 2 pictures are ones that I took myself on our local trail and we were going for a walk. It's been super sunny here and a little bit smoky. We've had some fires, but we still have been going outside and just enjoying the nice weather. And of course the leaves are changing because our temperatures are getting really cold at night now and in the morning, even down into the 40s, which makes it just so cozy. And that's my favorite part about fall, is the warm sunny days and the cold nights. Sorry, I'm trying to speak quietly because my baby is sleeping in the room next to me. I don't know about you if you have little kids or whatever your situation in life is, but it's so tempting to get caught up in all of the stuff that's going on, and you're going so fast and things seem like you're never keeping up with them, and you forget that the good times are always the ones that you're remembering, and you never think that the good time is the one that you're in right now. I'm just trying to take as many pictures as I can and remember the moments that I'm in right now, even though sometimes when I'm in them I might feel a little bit chaotic or stressed, but when I look back at them I never feel that way. A little bit of a speech, but that is what these pictures are next to our bed. This fall, I'm also starting kind of a photography business. So for our local area here, I do a lot of family pictures, some couples and maternity photos. So I've been busy with that on the weekends, but the reason I'm excited about that is I'm getting pretty good with my camera. Of course, I started photographing when I started my blog, but photographing food is way different than photographing a toddler running around and their parents. So I'm experimenting with my lens and just getting better at taking pictures. So I'm excited that I really like these pictures up here. If you're brand new to this channel and the first time you're seeing this, my husband built our bed frame and we stained it so it looked like old wood, even though this is new wood. So we were kind of inspired by, you know, like Restoration Hardware, those really expensive bed frames and furniture pieces that look distressed, like that stained distressed wood that looks antique. So our goal was to create that look ourselves, and so I have a whole tutorial on how we did that, and I'll link that below. Okay, last thing I'll say about the bed, I want to just say this is an avocado organic mattress, which I talked about on this channel, I think it was probably a year ago now, but a little update on that mattress. If you remember that video, we had tried a bunch of mattresses, like spent way too much money on mattresses because my husband had back pain, I was pregnant, various things, and none of them worked, and we finally went for the organic one, which was out of our budget, but that photography business I was telling you about paid for that last year, and we are so happy that we did because we love this mattress. So I will link more information on that below if you are thinking about switching to an organic mattress. There's no off-gassing, there's no chemicals, there's no smell, and it just is peace of mind that you're sleeping on something that's all natural, plus it actually is a lot more comfortable than all the fancy, we did like the purple mattress, we've done memory foam, all the fancy things. My opinion, none of it works. So this is the only one that we've actually liked, and it's hand tuft, and there's organic wool in there, and just so many great ingredients. So. This is the living room. We have a big great room here, so it's kind of living room, dining room, kitchen, all in one room. What I like to do here is just refresh the room, give it a nice vacuum, clean up the table, clean up the toys. We have a little basket that I keep a lot of Allison's toys in, and I just like to reorganize that. Now, I actually do that every night. I talked about our nighttime routine in my bedroom video where I just clean up everything right after Allison goes to bed, and it just makes for a really peaceful, clean end of the day blessing before we start it all again the next day. So I'm doing that a little early because I'm taking this video, so I'm about to go get my baby who's napping, and then she will come and make this mess again, but that's okay. So anyway, I just have a really pretty blue blanket that I got from an antique store right here. I really like this one, it's super pretty. And then I got a white throw right there from Michael's. Actually, I'm using that a lot in my photography family sessions, but I bought it for our house, but it turns out I'm using it a lot for those sessions. So once those are done, I'll bring it in here permanently, but I brought it in just for this because that's where I wanted to put it. And then I just put some pumpkins by the fireplace. It is nice to be able to turn that fireplace on. We just got our fireplace serviced, which is something that you're supposed to do frequently, and we have not. And then these sunflowers behind me are fake, they're from Michael's. Surprising how expensive fake flowers are. I thought they would be like $2, but they were more like $8. But I went to the sunflower patch, and I shared this all with you a little while ago, and just realized how beautiful sunflowers were as decor, and I just really liked them. And then the sunflowers died, so I wanted to buy fake ones so that I could have them for longer. This dining table is very large for the space. It's one that my husband built, and it's 8 feet long, which would do better in a house that has a huge dining room. And that's our hope one day, is to have that space for this table. But for now, it fits in the room. It's just a little bit big. But one thing we like to do with it is rotate it every few months or so, like maybe once a season, from long ways, you know, horizontal to vertical, however you would look at it, but just rotating it. It really changes the room. It gives us kind of a sense of newness. And so I'm gonna actually rotate this table today. This room is quite messy right now. I haven't touched it yet today, which is unlike me. Usually I will have cleaned up breakfast before lunch, but today it all just sat because I was busy doing other things. So I'm just leaving it all right now and showing you as I go and clean it up. And one thing I'm doing is organizing the little bookshelf here. We have this for our daughter, so she can just open up the cabinet and there's all these books for her. And of course, she brings all the books out, so I put them all back in. And so I'm gonna organize that and just pick up the floor. And then as I'm doing that, I usually notice that there's a ton of crumbs on the floor and dust and dirt. So I'm going to run a quick vacuum as well. In the kitchen, I just put some pumpkins in a little basket and put it in the cabinet. There is not much to do in the kitchen because I find that I use the countertop space so much that I'm not gonna go put decorations on there. I love embellishing in florals and leaves during the fall season. In fact, I found a garland of dried fake leaves at the antique store near me, and I'm super excited about it. I think I like it here on the mirror. I thought about putting it on the mantle behind me, but to be honest with you, we have the TV above the mantle, as you can see, and it's my least favorite place in our house because I really don't like the big black TV. If it were up to me, we would have a old-fashioned, like, square heavy TV, like the original ones, and it would be like in the corner and we would all just kind of huddle around to watch it. I really don't like technology and I don't like this huge TV. It is mid-afternoon and I always crave something after lunch, something sweet, and usually what I like to do for that is a little mocha. So I just pour in the leftover coffee from the morning. Today I had a photo shoot in the morning, so I had a to-go mug, so I'm just gonna pour all the leftover coffee into the pot and then add some heavy cream that is found on the top of the milk we get because the cream rises. So I'm gonna scoop that out and then add some milk and then a little bit of salt, a little bit of vanilla extract, some maple syrup as a sweetener, and then some cocoa powder, and that's it. And it's just a really nice little afternoon treat. I don't really need coffee so much for the adrenaline. It doesn't really affect me in that way. I just really like the taste of it. So I like to have a little bit of afternoon coffee. Well, thank you so much for watching this home tour for our fall decor this year. Let me know in the comments below how you are decorating, if you like this really simple style or if you are going a little more into the details with your decorating this year. I like both. I'm just doing what I am capable of this year, which is simple. Alright, well, if you're brand new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Every week I post a new video on farm-to-table recipes and home and natural living on the blog and here on YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping by the Duvall Homestead.